All right. So, get started. Recap of last session. You guys are in the Red Dragon Caves. You're in the south end of Tunarath. And Auric and Gaius, as well as Mathan and Rin, had been exploring these caves to try and get access to a Red Dragon so that they may escort the party to the Far Realm portal deep within the military district of Tunarath. Reason why they want to do this is so they can charge this item called the Gith Capacitor, which is going to be something detrimental to the Mind Flayers. Sorry, Githyanki. It's an artifact created by the Mind Flayers to basically do what it says. It incapacitates all of the Githyanki. It's going to drain their psychic powers and make them once again slaves to the Mind Flayers like they were so many millennia ago. So if the party are able to do that and head to the Far Realm portal, they're going to be able to charge it and actually destroy it. And in return for destroying the capacitor, well, actually, I think the party decided to just want to destroy it just because they didn't want the Mind Flayers to have it. But I guess it's not really going to get the party any closer to getting home. But the ultimate goal is to getting home, and hopefully, maybe if the party gets in the Githyanki's good graces, they'll be allowed to return to the material plane. So it's a little bit of conflict. The party are not really sure of which side to take. In face of a choice, everyone decided to take on the side of this Insurgence group called Arakma, which is a group of Githyanki and Githzerai that they actually band together to combat Mind Flayers. It's something that Githyanki and Githzerai hate more than each other, Illithids. In fact, perhaps in doing this, then I do believe actually the Arakma did promise to transport the party home. So that's why you guys need to get to the Farm Realm portal, charge up the Gith Capacitor so that you may destroy it. Because obviously it's not going to be good for Githyanki and all of their kind if this artifact comes to fruition. So you guys freed Osbin and Falling Cloud from a prison here in one of the outposts at the Red Dragon Caves, and now you've just actually made your way in to the caves themselves. And you found yourselves at an intersection with tunnels leading off in all different directions, and you saw one that leads to this creche called Creche Kalia, home to ancient red dragons, at least 50 high-ranking Githyanki officers. Decided that was probably not the best way to go, and decided to take another tunnel that says Red Dragon's Lair. You guys wandered in through to this grand cathedral-like entrance, and you've come to an area that is a bubbling pool of lava with various columns of rock just sort of jutting out. And you guys fought a small force of one Githyanki and a fire giant upon being greeted at the entrance of this temple. And when you guys were unsure of how to get across to this pathway, the wizard decided to climb over by himself. However, that did not work out too good for poor Cloud, because these salamanders, these fire elemental snake creatures, rose up and tried to grab Cloud and offer him at this sacrificial pedestal. So a bit of combat's been going on. Gaius has jumped down to aid Cloud, and in doing so, one of the salamanders has wrapped his tail around Gaius. That's the salamander to your right, and the one to the left of Cloud has Cloud grappled. Cloud, you're actually not dying, you're just unconscious, and you have 1 level of exhaustion. Auric, you have your fire resistance up, and you're concentrating on darkness. You cast it to help Cloud, but at the moment it's actually sort of hindering him because No one's able to heal him. And one of the salamanders, after taking some damage, has sort of retreated into the lava, while one to the north seems to be climbing up the rungs of a ladder to fight you guys in melee. So you can see all the various heights here, and yeah, we're just going to continue on this fight. So, Osbin, you're up.
Okay, I am going to continue to attack the salamander that is holding on to Cloud with 2 shots.
Your first arrow narrowly whizzes by and misses. Second one is a crit. Ooh. That arrow explodes into the salamander. Poof. A drip of lava sprays out from the exit wound of the arrow, disappearing into the darkness. The salamander turns around and you just see this magma and molten lava just dripping down from the wound. It hisses and turns to you. As you can see, it's quite badly hurt now.
Okay. And then we will say that is it. I don't need to move.
Auric.
Okay. Go out here. I'm gonna haste Gaius. A last 3rd level spell.
You're not close enough.
I'm
50 feet. You're 50 feet
away.
away.
It's 50 feet down.
Yep. Well, 48 feet down.
48 feet down.
And Guy
and I can't
also sort of standing on this rock, and the heat is excruciating. You're slowly getting burnt. It is very hostile down there.
I have any 2nd level spell slots. Let me check. Ooh. Okay, then I am going to... Which one has a hold of Gaius?
This one.
This one? I'm gonna attack the one that's about dead.
Alright.
It's 1st level.
Send 3 magic missiles screeching down. They circle around one another, blowing out big chunks of the salamander's fiery form, hitting it for 15 force damage. It's got all these tendrils of sort of fleshy lava dangling down from it. Still, its tail is wrapped around Cloud, so you can't actually see him in the darkness.
And I'd drop concentration on that.
Alright, drop the darkness. Alright, Rin is gonna wish that he'd taken more levels of monk so he could slow fall down instead of not be able to. But I guess he's going to move up here and he's going to shoot his radiant bolts down at the injured salamander. He fires once, it just disappears into the lava. He fires again and this golden star-shaped beam just cracks into the salamander, and it sort of flinches some more and starting to writhe side to side, about to fall into the lava. Meanwhile, this fire snake is just sort of snapping its little beak, and yeah, it doesn't seem to have any way to get up to you guys. Alright, Mathan is gonna stand here, and he is going to use a healing word on Cloud. And he tells you to not die. And then he's going to Sacred Flame the salamander.
Ooh. Good one.
Alright, the salamander, it gets blanketed in this sacred flame. This golden, glowing energy just descends on the salamander. And these little spatters of lava spray up as the salamander writhes and shrinks. And it drops Cloud. Cloud, you're released from the grapple. And you can land very precariously on this churning hot piece of land. You can make an acrobatics check to not fall prone. Fall prone when you land.
Cats always land on their feet?
Apparently not. Well, to actually, I guess they're not cats. Alright, Mathan just sort of says that there's like some trouble coming from behind you guys, and he's gonna go deal with it. So he rushes to guard the entrance or something. The salamander continues to climb, and it rises up and lands on this column of rock here, sort of blackening and churning the bones that are scattered around. It moves up some more, and it shifts itself across this rickety wooden bridge. As it slides across, it doesn't seem to burn this wooden bridge. The bridge does sort of sway a little bit, and when the salamander gets here, it's going to throw a spear at Osborne. The spear is like glowing red hot. It's like literally just come out of the lava. When it hits you, Osborne, you feel the searing pain. Hit for 13 damage. The salamander, it edges forward another 10 feet, sliding along the rope bridge, ending its turn there. Gaius.
Alright, so I'm currently grappled and restrained, right?
Yes, you're actually going to take a little bit of fire damage from the heat coming off the lava around you. You take 9 points of fire damage at the start of your turn.
Alright, is that halved because I have resistance? Or
Then it's 4.
okay. Not good. So I have disadvantage on attacks right now, right?
Yes.
Alright. I guess I'll still just attack. I'll just attack with disadvantage. At the one that's currently grappling me. So kind of struggling to move around.
Okay.
Much as
Your character sheet set to whisper.
Oh,
A 19 hits.
that's my bad. Alright.
Alright, despite the fact that Salamander's got you wrapped, you manage to get your blade up and slash through it. Of course, cold damage. The Salamanders absolutely despise. They are vulnerable. You hit it for 26 points of damage. As you hit it, Gaius, lava just explodes off of it, and you'll burn some more. You take 3 points of fire damage from attacking it.
Okay. As he swings, lava blasts in his face, just searing him. He's gonna stab down again with disadvantage.
Another hit. You slash through the salamander again. The ice just sort of freezes the salamander temporarily, and you can hear this sort of ringing screech from the impact. More lava splashes out and burns you for 5 points of fire damage from that attack.
Gaius is unconscious.
He becomes too intense. Go limp in the salamander's grip. Gonna end your turn. The salamander hastily rushes, dragging you with it, Gaius. It provokes from you, Cloud, if you wanted to opportunity attack it with like a unarmed attack or a claw or something. It's going to look up at Auric and pull up a spear from the lava and throw it at you at disadvantage. You got half cover against this attack. Hits.
Ooh.
And you take 8 piercing damage and 1 fire damage from this glowing red hot spear. And the salamander, it is just like sort of loosely holding Gaius. You don't have your quarterstaff in your hand, because you're just knocked out. So I'll just say that's an unarmed attack. The miss. Got a claw at it, and then the salamander ends its turn there. Seems to be making its way to this area. Alright, Cloud, you're up. You can use half your movement speed to stand up from prone. And at the start of your turn, you're going to take fire damage.
No.
You take 6 points of fire damage from the heat coming up from the lava.
Alright. Oh. Cloud is going to cast Levitate. And push himself up 20 feet. Away from the fire.
Are you casting it?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I forgot actually I have to click it and set.
Just
And
so
I'm using
everyone can see
higher
what it
level.
does and can give you concentration and count off your spell slot.
And I'm using that. I can use that from a 3rd level slot, right?
Yeah.
So I will just click it down manually. There we go.
Alright, you rise 20 feet up from the level of the lava. And immediately you get a reprieve from the intense heat.
He surveys the battlefield, but there's not much he can do right now.
Husband.
Okay, I am going to shoot at the salamander that is on the bridge, first of all.
Your first shot hits. The arrow hits the salamander and creates this sort of dark spot on its flesh as you see your arrow just seared away into nothingness.
Okay, and then can I use my last arcane shot to make that a grasping arrow and try and bramble it?
Alright. I think you need to do that before you shoot.
I'll link the thing. I should be able to use it after I know if it hits.
Okay. Okay, when it hits the creature. Alright, as you hit it, these vicious vines start to wrap around it. And it makes a... oh no, it's just poison damage, so roll poison. No saving throw for that. Alright, you do see the poison actually affects the salamander, surprisingly. And it just sort of writhes a little bit from the damage, and then these grasping vines wrap around it too.
Oof.
And then I'm just going to stay where I am.
Or
Okay. How far is that salamander? The salamander away from me, the one that has Gaius.
it's 48 feet.
Okay. Yeah. Alright. Then I'm going to twin, or no, I'm gonna quicken haste and I'm gonna give it to Rin and tell him keep that salamander off of this ledge. And then when I do that, have no idea if this is going to work or not, but we'll see. I'm going to chunk a bubble of acid at the one that's got Gaius.
The salamander tries to dodge out of the way. Fails, and the acid just starts to melt it down as it takes 12 damage. Very badly injured.
And that's about it.
Alright, a hasted Rin is going to shoot radiant darts at the salamander. Both radiant key blasts hit, spraying out a bit of lava from the salamander. And then he's going to use his hasted action to disengage. He's going to run around here, face the creature, and I think he can do like a bonus action, unarmed strike.
Right.
Let me see that.
Yeah.
I think it's so range spell attack.
1 key point to make special attack.
Why is this a bonus action?
I think because as a monk, when you make an unarmored attack, you can make one as a bonus action. Like that's a monk feature.
Yeah, but it's not an unarmed attack, is it? It's a range spell attack. When you take the attack action, you can use the special attack part of it. You can spend 1 key point to make the special attack twice as a bonus action. So I guess he can do it twice more as a bonus action. Sure, before he moves, he's going to just do it twice more. Actually, yeah, so I'm going to actually change what he does. This is why I do not like controlling other people's characters as well. Alright, those both miss, and then Rin is just going to like run off because, again, I don't control other people's characters. He goes to help Math Fan. Says, bye! Alright, the fire snake is just going to keep on screeching. It's actually going to look over to Cloud now. And it starts swimming up to him. But you levitate out of its grip. And it just sort of chomps and bites out of your reach. Vice versa. Alright, this salamander, I'm just gonna say it goes after Mathan and Rin, flanking it, and there's some fighting going on out front of the temple. Gaius, you fail a death saving throw at the start of your turn from taking fire damage.
Alright.
You also need to make a death saving throw as well.
Natural 1, here we go. Oh. Okay, so that's I don't get a +5 because I'm unconscious, so I fail another one. That's my bad.
You're getting burned alive.
Yep. Fun. Alright, and I believe that's my turn.
Yes. There's nothing you can do, you're unconscious and dying. The salamander, it is writhing and seriously injured. It moves up here, it grabs Gaius, and extends its long tail up to drop you on this pillar. And then, releasing the grapple, it quickly just flees and splashes into the lava. And leaves you there. I'm going to break initiative now because there's no other threats.
This guy.
Well, it's not it can't do anything, so it's not a threat.
Hey.
It does just sort of stay there, chomping towards Cloud, circling around and screeching.
Is anybody
making death saves or?
Well, depends if someone's gonna help you or not.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna rush over to him and attempt to.
All right, you run over and you find that this rickety bridge sort of sways a little bit, Auric.
Oh boy.
So we have to go around. It looks a little bit precarious. You need to make an acrobatics check to get across safely.
Okay.
I got the coolest barbarian idea for my next character. Don't worry, guys.
Oh well, I mean, you guys have access to like resurrection anyway, so I don't see why you couldn't just get raised from the dead. All right, Auric, you easily hop across.
And how can I stabilize him if I mean, I have no healing spells.
It's a medicine check, DC 10.
Uh,
As you cross
okay.
here, you see just small skulls that are blackened and bones scattered along this pillar. You attempt to stabilize Gaius, but you find that he's so badly burnt, and he's not doing very well at all. We'll go over to
Somebody else?
We'll go over to Osbin now, and Osbin, what do you do?
Can I try and jump over to the platform that Auric is on, using my boots and getting a running jump?
What's your strength score?
10.
Alright, so your boots of striding and springing, it 3 times your distance, so you can jump 30 feet. It's a slightly higher elevation, so as long as you get a 10 feet run up, you can easily make the distance. However, you will need to make an athletics check.
Okay.
Ooh.
Alright, you run, Osbin, and you slam into the side of this pillar. When you do so, you take 9 bludgeoning damage, and you can make a dexterity save to cling onto the side. You just slam basically into the wall. You cling on to the pillar, and you can hoist yourself up now.
Okay. I will do that. Is there anything else I have to do, or am I able just to pull up?
That's it. You can just pull yourself up onto the pillar now. And around you again, you see blackened bones and skulls, and many of which have been gnawed on, and then a dying Gaius at your feet.
That's not good. I also don't have any kind of healing ability. Would I be able to try and stabilize him as well, or
Yep.
no?
Anyone can try and stabilize someone with a DC 10 medicine check.
Oh.
Managed to get him stable.
Whew.
Nice.
Alright, while this is happening, Cloud, what are you doing?
Cloud, since he's on the same level of the platform. Well, actually, no, he's 30 feet down still, huh?
You're on the same level as oh yes, you'd be a bit lower than these guys. This is 30 feet above you.
I mean, that actually is enough if we're not going by Pythagoras. For him to use benign transposition to get over to the bridge.
Yeah, every square is 5 feet, whether you go diagonal or left or right or up or down or however direction you go.
Alright. Poof.
Alright, you land on the bridge, and your cat claws allow you to easily grip onto the swaying rope bridge. There is this sort of resin, this like coating on the wood, and you believe this is what is allowing it to be resistant to the incredible heat here. And as you look to the south to the temple, you see like Rin and Mathvan fighting off a heap of Githyanki, and a salamander just like grabs that door and slams it shut. holding it shut.
Up.
Over in this direction. Alright guys, find yourselves here. The heat coming up off this pool of lava is sort of making it hard to breathe. It's a very noxious and hostile environment. What do you guys do?
Oof. Well, we've got to... Does anybody have a potion they can administer to Gaius?
I do not.
Our healer is preoccupied at the moment.
I have nothing, I'm sorry.
Lord.
You guys will have to take a short rest then.
I don't think... And do we want to do that here? I mean... I'm not sure we can get over to the ledge, especially carrying someone else's body.
Yeah, I don't have a way that I know of personally to get Gaius over there.
Strap him to my back.
How far is this from where we are?
50 feet down.
50 feet down, and this would be here. I could attempt a 15-foot jump to get to this ledge where might be our only choice, guys.
That ledge is 50 feet up from
Oh, it is?
the lava floor.
I don't know
So your
about
plan
you,
is
but
to
I'm
go
not making that.
even further
We're
into
not-
this dangerous territory to find a safe place to rest? Might not be a good
I'm
idea.
not sure. No, I don't think it is either.
It may be that our only option is to trust that Math Fan and I'm forgetting
Rin.
Rin. There we go. Can hold off the attackers to the south, and we drag Gaius back towards the doors and kind of rest on the stairs away from the lava.
Okay. I think that's our only chance. Unless we just stop here. Looks of things right here, though.
You look around, you can hear the hiss and rumble of flowing lava. Ground is the crust with lava beneath. Heat coming up is... It's definitely uncomfortable. And what do you guys want to do? You need to decide something.
Let's try that. Let's try to come over here.
Okay. Again, to navigate this precarious bridge that sways and rocks, you need to make an acrobatics check. And if you're carrying Gaius, I'll say that would be with disadvantage.
I mean, can you do that nifty levitation trick again?
Of course, but why? What is your reason?
I mean, it might help us get Gaius to the other side.
It only allows you to move up and down, unfortunately.
You could drag it if you tied something to it.
As you guys mill here for about 10 minutes, you look up and you see some lava droplets start to form on the ceiling all around you. And they start to drop down. What do you guys do?
I think we've got to run for it, guys.
Run for it. I want to go. We need to go team up with our teammates. Okay.
Can I attempt to
I
pull
just-
Gaius
the acrobatics check.
Alright, Auric, the lava starts to drip down, and you attempt to run across. You get halfway across, and you slip and fall prone on the bridge. Osborne, you will want to attempt to grab Gaius and drag
Yeah, I
him
kind of want to
across.
try to fling him on my back and run across.
Alright, probably gonna be too heavy for you to sling him over your back, but you could definitely just drag him by making an acrobatics check at disadvantage.
Okay.
You managed to safely get him across to the other side.
Nice.
Cloud, you can just climb or levitate yourself across without anything needed. Do you
He's
see
actually gonna go help.
Auric? Do you see Auric as you hover on by?
Yeah, he's gonna help him to his feet. Get up!
Okay. Can I stand up and continue across?
Cloud, yeah, Cloud's got levitate, so he can just sort of get you across, help you crawl across.
Good deal.
Alright, you guys safely make it across to this sort of cathedral-like entrance with stairs, like a ramp sloping downwards and magical flames jutting out of torches embedded into the pillars that support the vaulted ceiling. You guys take a short rest. While you're doing this rest, everyone needs to make a constitution save unless you have resistance to fire damage. This extreme heat is starting to get to you guys. It's well over 100 degrees. Wow, the heat is really starting to get to you. You're finding it hard to breathe and it's draining your energy. You suffer another level of exhaustion. Now on 2
Get
levels.
out of here.
I can't go on much longer.
So Gaius and Auric, you guys aren't feeling this extreme heat with your resistance. And at the end of the rest, also Auric, your fire resistance actually goes away. You do start to feel it towards the end a little bit. And Osmond, it doesn't bother you whatsoever.
Does recovery?
Sorry?
Would the exhaustion prevent me from doing my arcane recovery at the end of the short rest?
2 levels of exhaustion. Let me give you exhaustion tracking on your character sheet. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's actually it's pretty bad though. It halves your movement speed when you have 2 levels. So disadvantage on ability checks, and speed is halved at the moment. So your speed goes down to 15 feet.
So he's breathing rather heavy at the moment.
Also, just sort of over to the ground. And as you're milling about here as well and resting, the sound of the fighting sort of subsides to the south. Guys, pick yourself up. And what do you do now? I feel it's just dangerous just standing here. It's just so very hostile.
Yeah.
Anything could happen. And lava just
I'm
randomly drip from the ceiling. Who knows what could emerge from that lava pool below?
I'm gonna try to open this door.
You open the door, and see no sign of Mathan, Rin, salamander, or any Githyanki.
If I remember correctly, when we took the teleportation pad, there were like 4 different pathways. The first 2 that we looked at both led to the Crash Kalia place, and then this is the 3rd path that we went down.
There were many tunnels leading off in all different directions. But definitely unexplored avenues.
Should we, and I'll say this to the party, should we perhaps turn back and see if there's a less hot route? It doesn't seem like there's a dragon here. At least, not that I could tell.
Anything's better than this room. Here.
We must see how the others fare.
I mean, I'm not gonna make it a point of going first. Sorry.
Alrighty, you guys travel down this alabaster staircase that after a short while turns into rough-hewn obsidian. Continue down the winding, snaking corridors. And you arrive back at the intersection where it does say V's lair. Heat is like slightly cooler, but still it's ever so intense. You see lowering rivers of lava trickling down through cracks in the wall, feeding into winding slits in the walls. One moon depths.
Be careful on this ground.
As we get further away from the light of the lava, I'm gonna have to pull out a torch because I can't see anything anymore now that the people with light aren't here.
Okay. No sign of your allies as well. You just pull the torch out and you could almost light it off just the heat in the air. You will see just a tiny little droplet of lava. You put the torch down and it flares up. There's this roughly circular cavern with some small and large rocks scattered around. Ceiling is 30 feet overhead. Fire chamber's almost dome-shaped, and then it shrinks down to a narrower passage to the south.
Falling cloud is moving very slowly behind you. I'm sure some of you noticed.
As you guys get to this tunnel, you hear something shift. A couple of rocks roll along the ground. I guess Yankee jumps out. His sword is already in his hands. Ah! He's grunting and he comes in swinging. He just wears some half plate mail and he has a greatsword in his hand. Male Gith. Warrior. Cloud, you're up first.
Why can't you bloody well leave us alone?
Oh.
I've been waiting for you all.
Then I will show you what that means.
Kakalreka will be most pleased to get some more slaves added to his collection.
Cloud just roars at him, and it is terrifying to behold. And says something.
Shift to the side. Your first scorching ray whizzes on by.
I probably have to roll that each time, huh?
Yep, it's three attacks. He dodges your second one and dodges the third one. I don't think it counts as spell slot unless you roll damage. Or you could just do it manually. Wait.
There we go.
Guys. Hey there, guys.
Have I been muted this entire time?
Yes.
Oh my god. Anyways, well, just forget everything I said for the past 10 minutes. But so yeah, I just move forward after asking if Cloud's okay. But I tell him I'll handle this, and I move forward, looking at the Gith Yankee, just like should have left when you had the chance. As he like unsheaths his great sword and is going to swing at him.
That hits. Cleave through his defenses, hitting him for 24 damage, a serious injury.
All right, and then he's gonna swing again.
It hits. And you slice him. Icy shards line the wound, and he is barely standing.
The guy kind of just grits his teeth and just braces himself. Looking at the now injured Gith, kind of just smiling, smirking, sadistic a bit.
Green blood is just dripping down everywhere, and he smirks at you. You fools! You must have a death wish. You'll never make it out of here alive. Ah! Hoists himself over at you guys, swinging with his greatsword. Don't whisper. He does a oops, I only rolled him initiative 2 for some reason. A 13 misses you with his first attack. Ah! He swings again. You hear a reverberation of psychic energy being released with the swing, and you just parry him off.
Bing.
And then he disappears, leaving behind a small trail of silvery mist. Hear him reappear around the corner to your north. Oric.
10, 15, 20. I will take the dodge action.
Husband.
Okay, so with my 40 feet of movement, if I'm counting it right, I should be able to get to the left of Gaius.
Each square is 5 feet, so you've got 8 squares, and then going through someone costs you 2 squares.
Am I able to actually see the gift from here, or is the wall blocking my sight? Does that make sense?
The dynamic lighting is accurate. These columns of rock, these walls, they're sort of slanted upwards to form like a peak, and some of them are quite thin. So this is just like a 1 to 2 foot tall sort of sloping wall of obsidian that slants upwards to your right there. So yeah, you can easily see over it.
Okay. Then would I be able to put my torch on the ground and then attack him with my short bow?
Okay. That hits. You throw the torch up, quickly knock an arrow, put an arrow straight into his chest. He falls back, catch the torch.
Ooh, nice Saucepan. It's impressive.
You learn to juggle when you're small.
I wonder if I could do that with my greatsword.
You might cut yourself.
You
You could try it.
I mean, I suppose there probably would be a learning curve, but it'd be really cool, wouldn't it? It's like
don't need to go cutting ourselves. We got plenty of things in here trying to kill us.
Yeah. It spits in the direction of the gas. Just...
Just has the arrow sticking out of his chest, laying on his back, corner of this
Oh,
area.
look, there's Matt Van.
Hello.
Oh, he's here. All right. Hey.
You're a slave,
What?
I think.
Mathan comes running in from a cave to the north, saying that they've fought back the Githyanki, but there are Githyanki present here, and they're aware that you guys are here as well. Mathan, everyone sort of retreated from V's lair because the injuries were quite bad, and no one could think of a way to get across safely to the continuation of the tunnel. You guys are back in the area in which you teleported into. Various tunnels and caves leading off in all different directions.
Nothing.
You and Rin sort of just held off a small incursion, and you guys, like, you've lost track of Rin. He sort of got separated from you, and you've rushed to help the rest of the party.
Hello, guys. How are you?
It's good to see you well.
Indeed.
Better now that we're not in that damn room.
So, is that the way that we have to go, or?
You don't know. Which way it's...
We came from this way over here. This was where V's lair was, so we were thinking of going a different route because we couldn't figure out a way to get past the lava safely for all of us.
Well, lead the way.
A math fan, you can also take a short rest if you like. Time for a short rest.
Okay. All right.
Can I go retrieve my arrow out of the Gith's chest and try and survey the area to the north?
No, you can only get back actually half of what you shot rounded down, so the arrow is snapped. Basically. You take a look at the Githyanki, and he's wearing this beret style sort of half plate mail. He has a couple of small gemstones studded into it. There are 510 GP rubies. You could spend a couple of minutes prying them out with a dagger. I think Isla usually does the party loot, so
Yes.
who wants to volunteer to take care of that today instead?
I can do it.
You get DM and inspiration for volunteering. Be control of it. And just add them, add those gemstones. He's actually got a gemstones and valuables section. And he has just a great sword on himself. It's nothing too special about it. I mean, it's ornate, but it's definitely not magical. He doesn't have anything else on him, just his armor and his sword. As you stand here as well, you can hear the playful chirps, screeches of the red dragon wormlings still over near their newly acquired hoard.
Let's not alert them of our presence, so we don't have to give them more loot.
So, As you guys stand here and mill about, more lava droplets start to form from the ceiling. A 20-foot diameter area.
You best be moving, I guess.
Did you inspect the other side of the caves?
Oh,
No.
As you guys
Yeah,
quickly
dude.
move out, you hear this hissing sound as it's literally just like raining lava right where you guys were standing.
Yeah. Oh.
Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna cast light on my shield. Have any light source right?
I don't think we've been this way.
We have not been north, if I recall correctly. Yeah, you're right, Auric.
Head into another one of these tunnels. Large cavern. Widens and then shrinks. As you near, Cloud, you spot some Githyanki text etched into the wall. It says Isle of Flame.
Those words say Isle of Flame.
Oh boy.
That doesn't
That doesn't sound good.
doesn't sound like we need to go that way, does it?
Did we check southwest? Like south of here?
I don't think we did. I think was southwest it was to the ancient red dragon and 50 gift soldiers, right? Was it?
Southeast,
I thought that was-
you found a tunnel that lead to Kresh Kalia. Northeast, tunnels that lead to V's lair. One leads to Isle of Flame, apparently, and you haven't been southwest.
Okay.
I think we checked southwest. Isle of Flame doesn't sound too dragon. So
I can't think of anything that sounds more dragony.
You guys still see this faded glyph in the center of the area in which you teleported into. As you guys walk by here, got a curious magma method. He giggles. He curiously peeks around the corner, his long parrot-like nose seen first. You see this little imp-like creature. Lava trailing off of his form, hovering in the air.
You.
hey, you little guy. Do you know what the dragons are?
Yes, me know where dragons are. Many dragons here.
In which direction do we have to go?
Let me tell you. Maybe more better if you burn here. More fun that way.
And going to cast I use my channel divinity to read thoughts on him.
Alright, the method makes a wisdom save.
Oh,
Damn.
He continues on the conversation like nothing's happened.
Mm-hmm.
What me get if me help you? Much fun
What
to
do
see
you
burn. One of you take bath in lava, and then me help.
And he's just circling around.
Oh, this one very hurt.
Who is V?
Hmm? See?
Who is V?
Me no see anyone taking bath in lava.
I hate this method, but I also love him.
You take bath, me tell you.
Gaius looks at the party, kind of just looking around.
I don't know that that's an option.
I'll do
Well,
it.
me no want to help you then.
Alright. You said bath. Is this step in the lava? For like a brief moment? Do you want me to roll around in it? To clarify, if I step in this lava and you don't tell me after, I'm gonna kill you.
Hey, no need to be meany like that. Yes,
Just wanted to.
you jump in. Fun to watch you burn.
Alright.
Guys, I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't either.
That lava hurts a lot.
Lava hurts me less than it hurts you guys, and honestly, getting captured by Gith and being imprisoned isn't a good idea. We need to find where this dragon is, and I don't really want to go to the Isle of Fire. So.
Oh, you're scary?
Yeah, we'll put it at that. And plus, Cloud looks really hurt, so we really need to speed this up.
Oh, many treasures there.
The Isle of Fire?
Yes, many treasures.
Treasures, like magical items?
Maybe me don't know. Maybe you need to jump in lava first. And maybe me help you.
Can I do an insight check on the...
Sure.
Nope.
You,
What his intentions are?
you get the feeling that, I mean, he's probably a pretty evil little devious creature and just wants to see, like, the world burn, literally. Of course, you can't imagine him helping you guys without getting something for himself.
Okay. So Gaius at this point is just going to get up to the ledge of the lava, suck in a lot of air, just...
This is madness.
Jump, 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 jump.
leaps forward, landing in the lava.
Alright, you splash into the lava and immediately fire just bursts upwards. And you take 12 points of fire damage. Your resistance.
Yeah, just like cooking my plate armor as I pull myself back out.
The magnum effort claps.
Funny, funny, funny. Oh, good. You, now you.
And he points to Math Van.
What? That was not the deal?
No, we had a deal, method. Gaius says, like, with lava dripping off his armor, looking pretty annoyed at this. What's in the sea of fire, and where's the dragon?
Dragon everywhere. Many dragon. Which dragon you want? Me know where dragon is. Me
The
know
leader
where
of the
they
group.
keep their treasure. You want
We
the
want to
treasure?
talk to the leader.
Huh? You want to speak to Ash? You know what they call him? The Mad King.
We need the aid of one dragon, right? Not necessarily all of them. Perhaps we should look for one that is large and powerful, but not necessarily mad.
Hey, you want to make deal? Another deal. Me get you some treasure. Me know where dragon treasure is. Big pile. Me take some. They never know. But me take too much. They find out. Me get dead. Me can get little item for you. But you must give me treasure. So me can give the small dragons. For fun.
Oh.
Mm.
Hmm. I like
Well, take us
yeah.
to the dragon treasure.
Hmm.
Huh? You want to go to dragon? Dragon eat you.
Yes, I fear he's right. He might be able to sneak in and steal an item from the dragon's hoard, but it's very unlikely that we could.
Why
But
you?
regardless of items, we should. Where are the dragons? Where other dragons besides
Dragons
the one?
everywhere.
Which of the dragons is the most agreeable and sane, while also being capable?
Ah. Maybe V? Mini dragon.
Where is V? We just came from their lair.
Dragon
gotta
maybe
find a
wants
way
to
to-
pick you up and eat you. Why not dragon help you?
Well, shit. Wait, if we, you know all the dragons and the dragon hordes, right?
Yes.
If you got some of the items that you were talking about and we brought it to the dragon, do you believe that it would agree to help us or aid us?
Maybe not. Maybe dragon just get angry because you steal it. But what dragon like is their baby. Mo dragon and eggies. You have that one? Maybe. Dragon will help you. Or maybe, if you're very nice and give big treasures, then maybe
So
dragon help you too.
If we bring it an egg, it will agree to help us.
If you say you're going to smash the egg on ground, then maybe yes.
Oh, shit.
Come on, you want me get treasures? Me take a small few item? You give me big monies.
What do we want to do here? It seems obvious that to get the dragon to help us, we should either take one of the small ones down here or perhaps go back to where we saw the eggs and grab one. I don't know how we would get out of the lava, but
Maybe if we captured one of these babies, or both.
Can I do another insight check on what he said that if we threaten the little dragons that will work?
You've already made an insight check, so judging off your 12, I'd say that would be more of a history check. Like learn to recall like lore about dragons rather than
Okay.
trying to.
I'll-
You've already sort of discerned what you can tell about the magma method's intention.
Can I do a history check?
Yeah,
Can I get one of those too?
sure.
Hmm.
All right, you guys think about red dragons, and from what you've heard in history books or about the lore about red dragons, they are sort of pretty evil generally. There is one thing that dragons love, all dragons love, and that is treasure. And it's not uncommon for red dragons to make deals, bargains with small folk. In fact, you guys, Cloud thinks that if you had any chance for striking up a bargain with a red dragon, the older the better, because ancient dragons, they've lived a very long time, maybe 1,000 years, and they sort of get bored with just mindless killing, and they prefer sort of more political play and things that can entertain them, interesting things.
Maybe we could give one the gift capacitor. Plant. And therefore destroy the mind player's plan.
Well, we're gonna ask the method if which one is the oldest of the dragon.
Mad King. Very,
Ash.
very big. Very, very old.
I don't know if you should try to bargain with the one that refers to itself as the Mad King.
And where is he located?
That way?
He points to the southwest.
But come on! You have big treasures. You want to buy? We get item for you.
I don't think stealing for the dragon is a good idea, especially if he wants to make deals with them.
Huh? No, we not tell him that we steal it. But me no steal from V. Me no stupid.
I think the method might. I would never want to steal from a ancient dragon, but if this is a layer and there's younger dragons here and we're going to be leaving at a certain point, we might be able to trade gemstones or something for him to pick a small minor item from one of the younger one's layers. It might help one of you, or it might even help me in our fights, in our future fights.
Yes, me steal from Z. Z. He always saying he no like it here. Mad King get very angry. Him want to leave. Him so
He wants to
angry.
leave?
Maybe him think others steal from him because he make angry them.
We can use this.
Yeah.
Right, lead the way.
Huh? Me no go with you. You want to buy or not?
I have something to trade.
You show me what you got.
Perhaps.
What's that? What is a perhaps? Show me that perhaps.
And he will doff the cap that he's wearing. It looks much like a fez, though it's covered with blue stars and moons and such. Do you like my hat?
What this?
It possesses great powers.
Just a hat. Where's the shiny?
I think we would have to give him gold to Cloud. These creatures are simple.
Ugh, he would know treasure if he saw it.
I mean,
What?
I
Me
do
need know
believe
what
we-
treasure is. Me see treasure before.
Clearly not. You're not very discerning. And he'll put the hat back on.
What is that? What is big word you use?
It's a compliment, young method. Do
What
not
is
worry.
compliment? What you talking about? You want treasure? You give me shiny.
Calm yourself. Do we not have a small ruby we could give the method? Maybe a tiny coin, some small gemstones.
I mean, we did just find some.
Yes. I mean, it feels like the Githyanki have like 7 of those in each set of their armor.
You guys have like I don't know how much, like over 10,000 gold pieces worth of treasure, plus like tons of magic items.
I will ask the
Party.
party if they're okay with me giving away the rubies we have. There's 4 of them. They're worth 50 gold pieces each.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'll take the 4 rubies and like show it to the method.
He
Look,
scoffs.
red.
Ha! What's this?
What?
Tiny. Tiny treasure. Me no worth it. You give me 5,000.
You ask a lot, method. Perhaps we could give you How about we give you 5,000 when you return with the item?
Ha! Me board you now. Me go play with dragon.
And just like that, he just flies off.
Oh well.
Hear the dragon screeching.
We've wasted enough time.
So are we trying to speak to V or the Mad King? That's the question. It seems like this V is a bit more rebellious in nature. He might be a bit easier to persuade. Still begs the question of what we're going to persuade him with. But I suppose we can handle that when we get there.
I would like to take 10 minutes actually and ritual cast what's it called? Augury.
Okay.
And the action that I'm thinking of is going to the Mad King's lair.
As you begin your ritual, after about 5 minutes, some creatures start to emerge from this river of lava. First you think they may be the lava childs. They're about the same size. However, they sort of look like magma. They have these little fiery tufts of hair, glowing red eyes, glowing red mouths, and sort of dark reddish flesh. 3 of them emerge. Crawl out. Crawl to the ground here. They look like vicious little fiends. And they just give you all a devious grin. Like little stumpy humanoids that are sculpted from a black shell of magma. Feel the heat radiating off of them. All jets of flame are erupting from their porous skin. Chuckle.
I'll cast Divine Sense, or I'll use my Divine Sense to see if I see anything.
Use Divine Sense and send out this sort of shockwave, and don't get anything back from that. They start speaking in strange language. And as they walk, they leave little like licks of flame behind them. Start slapping the ground, catching it on fire a little bit. Tuft of flame shoots up. One of them slaps this rock. A little bit of flame rises up. And then they look over at you guys. And sort of shining quite brightly. Mathvan is there, performing his ritual. They start to move towards you.
Oh shit. Okay, I'll move in front of Mathan. Pull out my greatsword, try to like shoo them away, like go, just get.
Make an intimidation check.
Alright. I'm okay at this? Alright.
They see your cross brand and they start to cower a little bit. And they back up. They lose interest pretty quickly and just they dive back into this river of lava. Never to return.
Quick thinking.
Yeah, I totally knew that would work.
Right, there's no more interruptions, and your augury goes off, Mathan. What are you asking?
Going to the Mad King's lair. and then talking to him, not trying to sneak in. We want him to see us.
You get Wheel and Woe from that.
So it's not hopeless, guys.
Should have asked about V. Happy here. I promise it.
The method did mention there was.
Yeah, but I don't know where B is. So what
Yeah,
should
we
I
do.
That
V's door is clearly marked.
Think about it logically. When we were down, they were laying us upon that altar, were they not? The one covered with skulls.
Yes.
Perhaps we
Altar to
can
V.
call to him. Perhaps he is always listening.
that makes sense.
If we had stayed there long enough, he probably would have made an appearance, I think.
I think he probably would have showed up if I stayed on that altar for too much longer. It seemed like the creatures there, it was some sort of ritual they did, or some sort of sacrifice is placed to make something emerge. And I mean, we know it's there to some extent. There's the obvious homage to Tiamat. I think the Mad King perhaps is the more powerful and older dragon, but I mean, his name's the Mad King. If this V seems rebellious and he's more isolated from what the method was speaking of, he seems to talk about it like the other dragons distrust him and he distrusts them a bit. It seems like it'd be more easy to convince this one to do something a bit shady, because they have made a deal with the Githyanki, or the Tiamat. I mean, the Githyanki and Tiamat have made a deal. So it seems like we would have to propose a lot to this Mad King to get him to go against Tiamat, or the Mad King to go against, Tiamat's will, as opposed to this one, which is already kind of rebellious.
And wishes to escape, the method said.
That's true.
Perhaps we can make a mutual agreement.
As
Right.
you guys
We got to B.
stand here for a little bit longer, the Mephit and the two red dragon wormlings fly around the corner.
Oh, great.
And the Magma Mephit points at you guys.
They want to steal from your daddy.
Lies.
That's a lie. Do not believe them, young dragons. Do you remember when we gave you lots of shiny things? This method is a deceiver.
They say they want to me steal, and they pay me. Me say no, me never do that. You want to steal from our daddy? You want to steal from my daddy?
No, we would never dream of.
And who's your dad, specifically?
Everyone that is trying to defend their actions, make a persuasion check.
Okay, I'm actually pretty good at this. 8.
Huh?
Alright, when you sort of speak up, Gaius, the wormlings turn to the Mephit.
They say you want to steal, and they pay you. How we know you're not trickster, Mephit? You go!
And one of them opens up its mouth and sprays the Mephit with its dragon's breath. The Mephit just sort of shrieks, ah! And just sort of flies backwards. And then the two wormlings land on the ground here, frill their wings out.
Why you want to know who our daddies are? Yes, why you want that? Do you wish to speak to them? Do you wish to offer them treasures?
Yes, of course we do. We've started with you, but we wish to see further the elegance and ferocity of red dragons that is known throughout the entirety of the multiverse.
Embedine, who is the dragon to the north of the two here.
Well, my daddy is not home. He go out. Waxical daddy. He big dragon. Big dragon.
What are their names?
I have a feeling the one that spoke's father is V.
Yes. My daddy is Forlaxial. He is big and shiny. And he could eat you all in one bite. But even he is not king.
And he looks down to Waxical.
Yes. My daddy is king. Mad King they call him. Sometimes he nice, sometimes he mean. Sometimes he hungry, sometimes he like shiny. He is older than any other dragon. And if me tell him to eat you, then he will eat you. But cook you first. That is why I'm going to be king one day. When I grow up, me going to be biggest and strongest and shiniest. Maybe me should get you, give to my daddy. Like toys.
That would be a way to meet him.
Suppose.
You have many shinies on you. My daddy would like them.
Well, how do we feel about the situation, Mad King or Varaxion?
The young one said his father was out.
Kind of look over to the younger one, I guess the one like north or east of us. Assume this one's father is Varaxion. When will your father return?
Me no know. Me not sure. He go far away. My brother stay now. To watch the horde. You want to add to horde? You have many shinies. Why not you give to us more? Give to us more now!
We would give you more of our wealth, but we have to disperse it between all of your kind.
No, you do what me say. You little creature. Yes. You give us. We your boss. You're just tiny little. Us and we dragon. So you do what we say.
You are.
That is
but
how it works.
We wish to give wealth to your fathers, and if you take all the wealth for yourself, surely you understand that it would enrage them to know that you have taken all which was meant to be for them. You're powerful, more powerful than us, of course, but they are what you will one day be. Best to not provoke them.
Yes, we are here. Because Tiamat chose us to be strongest, smartest, and richest dragon. You want me to take you to Mad King?
I'm
And
gonna
take
look
you
to the
there.
It sounds like the dragon isn't in, and it's younger. This one's younger brother's watching, or the older brother presumably is watching the horde. So it seems like our only out is the Mad King.
Let him take us there and be done with it. They're sure to die either way.
It seems like the best option that we've run across.
Embedding scoffs.
Why you not give to my daddy? My
Your
daddy,
dad's
he's strong too.
We would, but he is not currently present. We will speak to him after we have spoken to the Mad King.
He going to tell Big Brother about this.
And he flies off to the north.
Oh shit, we should probably
Towards the Isle of Flame.
hurry or be very, very quick.
Don't you worry. When me daddy take you, you belong to him. And the dragon, Zed, he no can get you. Come now. Daddy going to be happy when I bring you.
Starts fluttering off. Looking over his shoulder.
Come.
Takes you guys down to the southwest. You see etched into the wall in Gith the words Mad King's Lair. Takes you down. Direction. Continue down these winding lava tunnels for a while. Eventually, the tunnel opens up. Cave system. It's quite a large open space with tons of tiny little tubes rolling around in every different direction. Ceiling is 60 feet high. The walls are made from rough obsidian. There is this extreme heat here which is draining you, and there is this like haze, this volcanic haze that sort of obscures your view more than about 20 feet wide. You actually see like a little natural bridge that seems to sort of pass on by underneath, sorry, going over like just a rolling river of lava. You guys on map. So there are these like a river, just river of lava churning underneath this bridge, in which spans the area where you are, and this is just a big wall of volcanic gas. It's completely heavily obscured beyond, and Waxical just perches down on the bridge.
Go through.
The lava?
This one. Into Smoky. Go through.
I'll put my hand in it. Does it burn?
It's like a gas. Just standing near it, you I mean, it's hot everywhere, but it's not particularly like hot. It's just smoky and it smells quite sulfuric.
Are we ready? Suppose we are.
No choice.
All right, Mathfan, Oric, each of you make a Constitution save. You run into the volcanic gas.
What was that?
Make a Constitution save as you run into the volcanic gas.
Oh, you do have +5 because you're within 10 feet of me, both of you. So
Alright, Math Fan, you run in and you start choking and coughing, and it sort of feels like there is like acid just like eating into your flesh. And with the aura of Gaius evading around him, you feel sort of resistant to that slightly. And also, Gaius, as you run in, you'll need to make a con save too.
alright.
Math Fan, you take 8 points of poison damage. Auric, you take 11 poison damage. Gaius, you take 11 poison damage as you guys make the save. You sort of run through this blanket of gas. Cloud and Osborne, what do you do as you see them just run through? They disappear from view.
I'll follow after them.
Make a Constitution save as well. You resist.
Oh, shit.
And Osborne, you take 7 poison damage. You run on through. And Cloud,
Bloody hell. He knows that if he goes through there, he's not going to make it. He'll hold his breath and dash through using his feline speed. Which doesn't really help because he's exhausted.
you run through, and holding your breath does very little. Immediately, you just feel it getting into your pores. Even holding your breath, it just seems to enter your system. Make a Constitution save.
And this will be a disadvantage.
You don't have disadvantage on saving throws for anything.
Oh, ability checks, you're right. Okay, well,
Yeah.
still, I didn't make it.
Alright, you run in and you cough and splutter, and it just becomes too intense for you, and you fall unconscious. Those on the other side of the cloud gas, you first of all, you find yourself like face to face with a gigantic red dragon sitting on a massive pile of treasure. Not only that, these lava hounds, they just start sort of circling in, growling. And there are 6 hellhounds here. But you guys are more importantly here. Cloud just hit the ground. Gas. And
I look at Auric and Mathan. Could you two? I fear if I ran back in, I would fall unconscious.
Was he right next to Gaius when he made the save? I guess it wouldn't have mattered.
you just heard him just like thud on the ground, like on the other side of the far side of the cloud gas. As you guys discuss this, suddenly sweeping in through the cloud gas is Waxical. Got Cloud in his claws, and he just sort of flies in and drops Cloud at the dragon's feet.
Oh, fuck.
So these hellhounds, they've just sort of circled around. Each one was just sort of lazing on the ground, like a dog, and they basically look like dogs, but they've got sinister-looking, evil-looking faces, red glowing eyes, and sharp-looking claws, fangs jutting out of their maws. Each one is a very large dog, and each one growls. As you look around as well, you see this this massive cavern here. There are so many coins. It has to be like hundreds of thousands of gold, silver, copper, gemstones, potions, and other magic items scattered around on the ground here. You also see many bones of humanoid-looking skeletons, and while there is this glow from the lava sort of persisting all around you, take a look at this majestic beast, and even these bright glowering rivers of lava do little to illuminate the dark tone to some of its scales. It seems to have this like rivets of lava running through its system. Its wings are sort of somewhat translucent. You can see little runnels of lava like running through the dragon's veins, fiery blood. And the dragon is just sort of perched on this massive 6-foot high pile of coins. And the little red dragon flies in excitedly with Cloud in its claws, starts speaking in Draconic. Someone here speak Draconic?
I do.
Places Cloud down.
Papa, Papa, I have a gift for you. I have many gifts for you.
Massive dragon just sort of lifts its head up.
Shit.
Cloud, make a death saving throw as you're just like dying on the ground. Dragon looks down at Cloud.
What is the meaning of this, little one? I found them, and I come to give to you, Daddy. Some present, some toy for you.
One. Dying. It is
Okay.
of no use to me.
I can fix that. I cast mass healing word on everybody that I can see.
Alright, everyone gains 8 points of healing, and this dragon sort of peers up. It looks like it was just having a bit of a slumber. The odor of sulfur and pumice is just permeating off this gigantic beast. As you look up, Cloud, just see this massive dragon, wetback horns, spinal frill, finding its silhouette, big snout that vents hot smoke all over you. Its eyes are just these low glowing molten lava orbs, and its scales are so dark that they're practically black in many places, and there's still this somewhat sort of sheen to the scales, and its eyes sort of look pretty calm, like just some low glowing orbs.
Waxkull. Get out. Get out. But leave these ones for me. Yes, Daddy.
Dragon just flies through the cloud of gas and sort of disappears from view. Massive dragon perches up a little bit.
I am surprised to see non-Githyanki here. Bow before the mighty Ashtaranthor. On your knees at once, inferior beings.
I kneel.
I kneel immediately.
Cloud's already
Me
kneeling.
Cloud just makes it sound like a 12-year-old human girl screaming.
I must admit, I am impressed that non-Githyanki could make it this far into the Dragon Caves. How many did you kill to get here?
How many dragons? None.
Not dragon.
Gith.
Githyanki, the ones who guard the entrance to our lair.
We lost count. We have killed a lot of them.
A lot.
Impressive. And you only just see like the dragon's head sort of jutting up from this pile of treasure. and then it sort of rises up, and slams two massive claws onto the ground, and this massive, like 100-foot long from head to tail dragon just emerges, and thousands of tiny little coins just roll out onto the ground. You actually notice this pit, it must be like 20 feet deep of treasure. Much, there must be millions of coins here. Much bigger than what you guys first thought. And the dragon just sort of rises out of this pool of treasure.
What have you come to offer me? Small creatures, you have come here to worship the mighty Ashtaranthor. I admire your gravity. I've come far to worship a being much superior to you all. What do you present to your god that stands before you in the flesh?
We have in our possession destroy all Githyanki in this plane of existence. But we have come to you to help, so that we can destroy it, so that it cannot be put to use. Ancient foes.
Destroy Githyanki.
Yes.
What is this? I can sense the treasure on you all, yes.
And he gives you the exact amount of treasure that you have. To the very single gold piece. He says that, however much it is.
You have that much. A small, pitiful amount. But that item, it is an artifact. I sense it. Show it to me.
I show it to him. This was given to us, and we were told to activate it to free ourselves from Gith control. But I know we have come to the decision that to us are much more of a threat to us.
Your eyeballs.
In order to destroy it, it has to be activated first.
This is so interesting. An item that can incapacitate all Githyanki. You want to destroy it, you say?
Yes.
And to destroy it, you tell me that you must charge it.
Charge it to destroy it.
And I cannot allow that.
But, oh great Mad King, if you, the Gith, were to find out that you were responsible for aiding in the destruction of such an item, which would give them immeasurable benefit against the Illithids, the Mind Flayers, surely you would be rewarded graciously by all Githyanki living.
Githyanki have betrayed my queen. For now, the pact has been broken. As these little green creatures travel to her domain in Avernus, they wish to right the wrong. I will not tolerate infidelities. Their queen has offended mine. They must be punished. Their insolence. Give me the Gith capacitor. And he extends this massive blackened claw. Smoke just permeating off his scales.
We have no choice.
We give him the gift capacitor ceremoniously.
You place it in his hand. It's like the size of a pea in comparison to arm.
Where is it that we're supposed to take it?
Far realm?
But you need to expose it to the powers of the far realm.
Yes.
Oh, Mad King, perhaps your will is the will of the world. We could never oppose you. No one could ever oppose you. But perhaps with the capacitor in your hand now, you hold the ultimate deterrent for the Githyanki. Favor is frequently lost and gained. If you charge the item, you could use it to force the Githyanki to redo the deal they made with your queen, Tiamat. And perhaps if they curry favor with her again, destroy it so that they never have to worry about such an object.
Little creatures, I do not need your counsel. In fact, it offends me that you presume that I would listen to your word. Superior beings. You are, however, this one, the one with scales of a dragon. For this fact I can admire. I can respect that we are both born of Tiamat. From the ages of thunder, when giants, dragons, roam these worlds. We are born from the same. We are bound by blood. From history, over 30,000 years. There are realms beyond even my comprehension. For I am not ignorant. You speak of the far realm. This is a place. Tentacles and eyeballs. Otherworldly things where the laws of this world and others are not the same. Things that your minds cannot fathom. For even I, mighty Ashtaranthal, whose mind was corrupted from being exposed to the far realm, could not resist, could not fathom. I cannot travel to this far realm and expose myself further. Through my millennia of life, my mind is starting to fade. Not long I have. For my body may persist for an eternity in this astral plane. The mind can only endure so much. A millennia is more than enough to send any creature mad. Though there are others of your kind that live even longer than me, none have proved to ever keep their sanity. What is it that you want now? You have gifted me an artifact. I am a creature of respect. What do you want? What is it that you will desire? You are here for a reason, and it's not So help, Githyanki. Is it that you want?
Well, we want to go home. Ultimately.
It was sort of the end goal.
Your home? On which is the name of your planet?
It's the realm of Ravnica for me, and for these other folks, they come from a different place.
Toril, I believe.
Ah, Abir Torel. Yes, the world of two worlds. Fact, I can get you there. This is what you want. I know not of your Ravnica, however. And I will only make one trip. Is that what you wish? To head to your
accept.
Abir Torel?
I accept.
Very well. I will take you to the far realm. There you'll expose the Gith capacitor, the powers, and the madness which the far realm holds. And you will hand it to the Illithid, so that they may use it. When you escape, I will be waiting for you. I'll take you to your Abir Torel. You'll be home at last. You have my word.
I don't think we have a choice, guys.
Will this, out of character, will this Gith capacitor kill the Gith Surai as well? Or render them?
It's going to basically cause all Githyanki and Githzerai to lose their psionic abilities.
Oh shit!
Don't
we
don't
really have a choice.
To the dragon, but don't we have evidence that the Gith Queen is working with the Mind Flayers?
Yeah, that's what Ash was saying. Like the pact has been broken temporarily.
Okay,
As
okay.
Githyanki are trying to like set it right. At the moment, there is no pact between Tiamat and Queen of Larkeith. And Ash, he basically like says that he was exposed to the Far Realm a little bit, which is like this otherworldly plane where physics go out the window, and that's what sort of sent him somewhat mad. So he's basically not foolish enough to expose himself once more. It just makes
He wants us to go.
Exactly. He wants you guys to go.
Who does he want us to give it to?
The Illithids.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
We're gonna
Wow.
essentially kill all the Gith.
And then he said something that may sort of not sit well too much with Auric and Mathfan. Free will is merely an illusion. You heard that before. You heard Extrematon, the Ulatharid, say that exact sentence once before. Could be just a coincidence.
There's something odd.
Can we? Oh wait, I wouldn't know. So never mind.
Can I do an inside check to see if or some kind of check to see if I recognize what might be happening?
Yeah, you can make a just an intelligence check, investigation check actually, Mathvan.
Oops, never mind.
Yeah, you're not really making much of a correlation there.
Well,
It just seems a little bit strange that he used the exact same phrase that the Extrematon said, that free will is merely an illusion.
I mean,
They also offered to take us home.
civilization's rise.
not in a state to enter the chaos of pandemonium. And then he says pandemonium, and you guys can all make Arcana checks.
There you go. I'm clueless.
Alright. Pandemonium is a plane of madness as well. It's not the Far Realm, but it's probably the kind of close. It's just it's a different plane of existence than the astral plane. It's basically a great mass of rock riddled with tunnels carved by howling winds. It's noisy, dark, and it's just a place of absolute chaos. You're not sure why he says mentions pandemonium at all.
Wait, I thought we were going to the Far Realm in your name to charge the gift capacitor. What does any of this have to do with pandemonium?
There are no portals from the astral plane to the Far Realm. First, you must travel to pandemonium. There, you will find a portal taking you to the Far Realm. But the journey will be dangerous. Do not go alone.
Who could we bring with us?
Stand before me, all of you. Let me inspect you.
Cloud will stand up.
So we'll move forward hesitantly.
I will gift you each one weapon to ensure the success of your mission. Keep in mind this is on loan, and I will expect it back. Mathan, cleric, I gift you this rod.
And the dragon starts pulling out magic items. Hands them to you guys.
Oh shit.
Mathan, you're given this sort of aquamarine color rod set with shiny red gemstones, and at each end of the rod there is this sort of oblong shaped head with white wings sort of jutting out of it. One of the heads looks sorrowful, the other one just looks sort of plain, and a rod of resurrection.
Ooh, shit. Damn.
Has 5 charges, and while you hold it, you can use an action to cast one of the following spells: Heal, which expends 1 charge, or Resurrection, which expends 5 charges.
Jeez.
Damn. Man, alright.
Nice.
Just imagine what this guy's got.
That's really
Husband.
good.
An archer you are. Take this bow.
And he gives you lightning bow. It's basically just a little tendril of lightning, and she just pulls it out. It crackles. You hold it in your hand, like this bow-shaped lightning is this sort of form, including a string and an arrow.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
when you hit a creature with an arrow fired from the weapon, they take an additional 2d6 lightning damage. In addition to that, if you roll a 20 on the attack roll, they take an extra 5d6. Well, it's supposed to be lightning damage. I don't know why it says fire lightning. They take an extra 5d6 lightning damage, and they lose their reaction as the arrow explodes.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
He just hands him like a bow made of lightning. Jesus Christ.
Guys. Oh, paladin who has fallen. Use this to defend your allies.
And he hands you a sword that has a very ornate hilt, pommel, crossguard, a long shining blade that glows slightly blue. As you hold it, this spectral shield appears around the handle. The defender.
Ooh.
The +3 longsword. And
Okay.
you can choose to, before you make your attack, forego some of the bonus and add it to your AC instead. So you can make it like a +1 longsword, +2 to your AC.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh.
Sweet.
Looks down at Cloud.
Wise wizard. Take this staff. May you feel its power.
It's your staff of power.
Oh.
A +2 quarterstaff. And you gain a +2 to AC saving throws and spell attack rolls as well. And if you do a melee attack, you can expel extra force damage. And it allows you to cast a variety of spells. It has 20 charges. You can use 5 charges for Cone of Cold, 5 charges for a 5th level Fireball, 6 charges for Globe of Invulnerability, 5 charges for Hold Monster, 2 charges for Levitate, 5 for a 5th level Lightning Bolt, 1 for a Magic Missile, 1 for Ray Enfeeblement, or 5 for a Wall of Force. Also, you can snap the staff and deal like a ton of damage, which will probably kill you as well. And very
Don't
nice
do that.
indeed.
Yeah.
And finally, he looks to you, Auric.
Auric of flame and frost. Time for you to open up to the element.
And he hands you this this rod. It sort of looks like a wig. It has this rectangular shaped black stone on the top of it.
You are now Auric of flame, frost, and thunder and lightning.
It gives you a rod of thunder and lightning.
Oh.
And it's a +2 staff club. When you hit with a melee attack, you can cause the target to take an extra 2d6 lightning damage. So you can use lightning or thunder once per day. If you use thunder, you can make a melee attack and it causes a crack of thunder, very loud one that can actually stun creatures as well. And you can do a lightning strike. You can use your action to cause a bolt of lightning to leap from the staff. It's a 5 foot wide, 120 foot long bolt. Each creature in the line has to make a dex save or takes 96 lightning damage. You can do a thunderclap, and you can use your action to cause it to issue a deafening thunderclap, and it actually makes every creature within 60 feet have to make a con save or take 2d6 thunder damage and become deafened. And then you can do thunder and lightning. You can use an action to use the lightning strike and the thunderclap at the same time. And doing so doesn't expend the daily use of those properties, only the use of this one. So you can do like each one of those things. You can do lightning, thunder, a lightning strike, thunderclap, and thunder and lightning. All of those you can do once per day.
Wow.
You'll need time to prepare yourselves. Attune yourselves to these weapons so they may ensure your success. Prepare yourselves for a fight to come.
and basically Ash allows you guys to attune to the weapons and rest here, taking a long rest to prepare yourselves as he readies to transport you guys to Andemonium.
And Rin gets nothing.
He's got an item for Rin.
Okay, good.
Give it to him next session. Assume that finds Rin at some stage. Alright, everyone take a long rest. Cloud, you'll be down to only 1 level of exhaustion. And you find a cooler place to sort of resist the intense heat here, guarded by Ash's hellhounds. We'll take a 10-minute break now. You guys can get used to new items as well, and Ash will just sort of fill you in on the next part of this mission when we get back. You guys back soon.
All right.
Ow.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
Good.
I think I'm good.
All right, everyone back. I think everyone's back.
Yep, I'm here. Sorry, I was eating a chip. I did send you a message, by the way.
Okay. All right, so this is the next day. You guys have been just training with your new weapons, getting used to using them, and all the while under the very close supervision of the Red Dragon and his 6 hellhounds. Ash himself has been you guys have been separated from this this wall of cloud, so all this training and resting has happened over here. Hellhounds watching you. Ash has been sort of doing some spell casting, from what you guys have figured. You're not sure exactly what it is, and he's not so inclined to share. And get the feeling that it's probably not a good idea to try and pry into his affairs. Seems quite temperamental. So, as you guys have rested, you've attuned to your weapons. Does anyone need to unattune, actually? Let's take a look here.
I think I do. I have to unattune to the ring, I think.
Okay, so let's get these weapons into those folders as well. So we'll start off with Cloud. You need to unattune to an item. What were you unattuned to? All of these items require attunement, by the way.
The Hat of Wizardry, he will unattune because he does have a component bag.
Okay. Alright. And of course this Staff of Power can obviously be used as a spellcasting folk guy. Focus. Alright.
Excellent.
Gaius, you've only got 2 items anyway, so got 3.
Well, I technically have 3, but I will still just unattune to the greatsword or the Frostbrand greatsword because it doesn't give me any benefit.
You've only got 2 attunements: the Belt of Frost, Giant Strength, and the Frostbrand. Do you have another one?
I have the defender that I just got, and I
So, yeah,
think that
3.
needs attunement.
3.
Yeah, so
you
I'll
can
just
have 3.
unattune it. So, oh yeah, actually then yeah. Okay.
I mean, you don't. Yeah, if you want to unattune to the Frostbrand as well, you can. While attuned to it, I mean, you can use it if you need it. Like maybe you want extra cold damage or something. It's up to you.
Yeah. All right. I'll hold on to it for now. I guess.
I guess the drawback is if you find another item, then you'll need to
Yeah.
take 2 short rests to unattune and reattune.
Yeah. Then I'll just unattune and do it.
Okay.
Just so I don't have to worry about that.
Right, you unattune to the Frostbrand, and Auric, you've only got 2 items as well. Did you want to unattune to anything? Or are you happy to have the Staff of Frost and the Rod of Thunder and Lightning?
I'm gonna have both.
Alright, and Mathfan, you only had 2, the Red Dragon Scale Mail and the Cloak of Protection.
Yep.
Alright, so you add on the Rod of Resurrection. And finally, Osbin, you only had the boots. Now you got the boots and the bow. I don't think I wrote that the bow has attunement, but it does. Alright, suddenly, Ash, he very unexpectedly just, he burst through this cloud of smog.
It is time. Are you ready? We must go hastily. Going to explain this to you. Be sure to listen intently. There are others that have discovered our plans. I have been convening with Tiamat. She approves of this slight. The Gith must be punished for their insolence. There are ones who wish to prevent the Gith capacitor from being charged. They are known as the Shasalku. They are a Rakma. Are any of you familiar with this Rakma?
Sounds like something we've heard before.
Yeah. The Rakma is the insurgents groups of the Githzerai and the Githyanki, the ones that ask you guys to destroy it. Candy,
Yes.
Vendelan, Bindu, all the others.
Ow.
Their lieutenant has learned of your intentions, and they will be seeking to prevent you from charging the Gith capacitor. Or they will be attempting to destroy it. You will have them at your back. We go quickly and beat them to the punch. This artifact will be used to wipe the psionics from the collected minds of the Gith people. It will be punished. To activate this Gith capacitor, you must expose it to the unfathomable energies of the far realm, placed beyond your space and time. You will need to travel to Pandemonium. There you will find a direct path to the far realm. There are mind flayers. They will be waiting to receive the Gith capacitor. You will be compliant with them. If I find you have betrayed me, Far Realm's powers will be the least of your worries. destroy you all. Do you understand this?
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Very well. Know that once you step onto the plains of pandemonium, your time will be limited. If the Rakma find you all, they will be seeking to destroy you, and you may be overwhelmed. Now, I never thought that I would be one to have humanoids ride on my back.
But not.
It has been done many times before, through the ages. You will become dragon riders, only for a brief moment. And he extends his wing down for you guys to climb on.
Nice. I hop on.
Suppose I do as well.
Indeed.
Yep.
Hellhounds watch you all intently, one by one. You guys hop back. Majestic dragon. Cast a spell, and a large, cylindrical shaped shaft appears above you all, wide enough easily for the dragon to fit through, and whoosh, bursts up from the ground, flies up, hovering over Grand City, Unarath. He screeches up from the Red Dragon's caves and very hastily starts taking you guys to the center of Unarath. He flies up and around, however, several thousand feet. As you fly over, start to turn again, and he darts by these floating fortresses, these outposts. You're not sure why he's going this way, because the Far Realm portal is in the center of Unarath, in the heart of the military district. It would be a straight journey, 5,000 feet, just to go straight to the Far Realm portal, but he skirted around, side. He's just sort of gliding through the astral plane. You guys can taste the sweet scent of the unfamiliar yet comforting taste of the air of the astral plane. You feel so light that just by sheer will you could just fly. What do you guys say anything or do anything when he takes his detour?
Are we really one to criticize this dragon?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm good.
I mean, he could just drop us and we...
He could be taking us straight to the queen.
No, that doesn't make sense. Why would he give us magical items?
No, it's...
I guess I would speak up. I don't mean to impose, or just out of sheer curiosity, why have we flown so far east instead of going straight to the portal?
We're taking a detour.
Fair enough.
That's all I need to know.
Alright, as he flies up and around, you can see all these sparkling blues, pinks, purples, and streaks of the astral plane. And you just see, like, smoke rising up in columns from all of the different wings of Unarath. You can see some warfare between spelljamming ships There are Githyanki riding on the back of red dragons, combating mind flayers flying around several thousand feet away from you, and you're basically flying through a war zone. You can see dozens of Githyanki and small red dragons manning these outposts, and many of them look up at you guys as you fly past one of them, and then you fly past another one, and Ash just sort of stops. You're about 1,000 feet above this outpost. You can see all these Githyanki knights, red dragons below you.
Oh.
Get off. All of you, get off.
Now?
Get off.
Oh, I love this part. I jump.
I jump off.
Yeah, if we could float.
Alright, you guys jump off and you find yourselves not falling, but flying. You're able to fly using your thoughts. Everyone's flying speed is equal to 3 times your intelligence score.
Alright.
Do good for me.
3 times your intelligence score, rounded down. If it's like 10, it'll be 30. If it's 15, it'll be 45. Well, it's rounded to the nearest 5, basically.
Okay. 25 feet for me.
And Auric and Cloud, do either of you guys jump off? Or you
Yeah, I jumped off.
Right.
Oh, yes, he does.
You guys see the map?
I do.
To move your token.
I don't see my
Where's the
token.
Okay.
Really? You don't see it? Do you see anything?
Oh, yep. I see it. I'm off.
You're not seeing your token though, Cloud?
Oh, there I am. Okay, all the way over on the right. Yeah, now I do.
Okay. Alright, as you guys stop here, you see this outpost. It's about 1,000 feet below you. And the dragon just waits. Waits. And suddenly, you see Githyanki flying on the back of a red dragon. Closer, closer.
As we may not want to be bunched up like we are.
Well, if it attempts to attack us with a breath, it might be more beneficial for you to stay close to me, but that is a fair point.
The Githyanki, he looks quite regal indeed. He has long, white, braided hair. The hulk of a man. He's got huge shoulders, and he is ornately decorated. Hundreds of gemstones, heroic style armor. He carries a silver greatsword, and you also see 8 more Githyanki knights. They're not flying on the back of red dragons, but they're flying up behind him. 4 of them escort him as others move about on the outpost. And then you realize that this commander, Githyanki that commands some sort of presence, he has in his hand a little wormling.
Oh, shit. They grabbed...
Just save it.
Another little wormling flies up next to the other dragon.
Hand me My son, Zolcox.
This other red dragon, he's definitely a lot younger than Ash. You can see a gleam of his scales. He still looks quite powerful, and he hisses as the Githyanki just holds the wormling in his hand.
Father, funny seeing you here. I see you have taken it upon yourself to ally with these pathetic little beings. Have you forgot the pact in which our queen has made with these kind? The pact has been broken. Give me back my son, Zolcox. Oh, father, you have grown senile in your old age. Sorry, little brother. Daddy, help me!
And the Githyanki commander has the greatsword at the wormling's neck.
Mm.
I'm telling you, Zolcox. Hand me my son. The pact has been broken. You have no place here. Yes, father. I have no place here. For too long have you kept me on this astral realm, not permitting me to see the vast expanses of other worlds. I grow tired. You will let me free. And my little brother here will also be free.
The Githyanki commander speaks. They are my prisoners. You are defying the pact between Tiamat and Queen Vlakith. Hand them over to me, or I cut this one's throat. Ash turns to you all. I trust you all to see this mission through. I will not jeopardize my son.
I cast. I use my channel divinity to read thoughts on the general.
Okay. Kakal Rekka makes a wisdom save. Saves.
Wise indeed.
Shit.
Very well then. The prisoners are yours.
Kakal Rekka smirks.
Wise decision, oh mighty red dragon.
And two of these Githyanki knights grab the wormling. Ash flies around.
This is how we're going to do it. Two of my men are going to escort this little wormling back to the Red Dragon caves where he belongs. You will go with them, Ash. But know this. If there is any hint of treachery,
And one of the Githyanki knights holds up this ring on the red dragon's finger.
What's that?
One of the Githyanki knights hold up this ring that's on the red dragon's finger. Like
The
a
small ones, right?
like a platinum colored ring. Yeah, on Waxical. This is Waxical here.
Shit. Ah.
there is treachery. All I have to do is give the command. One of my men will happily die for this cause. If he dies, Waxical dies.
And the Githyanki Knight nods. And he flies back down to the outpost. Githyanki Knights start hovering, carrying Waxical. Ash looks over at you all. Gives you guys a bit of a wry nod. And the four of them, Ash, Waxical, and two of Kakareka's men, they fly back to the Red Dragon Caves just like that. Kakareka just hovers forward as the Red Dragon skirts around.
Hand me the Gith Capacitor. We cannot allow you to keep it any longer. You are jeopardizing everything on Tuneraz. You are fool. You are reckless. Hand it to me now.
Who has it?
That's a good question.
Whoever's got the bag of holding then, which would be Osbin.
Yeah.
Or whoever
Alright.
you think would make more sense to have it. The little wormling sneers.
Tell it you.
We cannot give up the capacitor, can we? It's our only leverage.
The Githyanki Knight starts to sort of circle around. You notice that Kakareka is concentrating on a spell at this stage as well.
Okay, I'm gonna use my. Oh fuck! I'm gonna move back a bit so I'm with them.
As you move back, this red dragon just he moves as well and he circles around behind you.
All right.
As he does that, I am going to use my channel divinity on read thoughts.
Okay. I have to read Dragon's thoughts.
I speak Draconic too. Oh my.
I have a
Not
much
my
luck
big.
with this spell today. Kakareka looks.
Come now, which one of you have it? I mean, we can do this the hard way or the easy way. I do admire that you've come far, and I could definitely use you as my slaves. But if you want to die here, I'll gladly grant that to you now.
We're definitely doing this the hard way, right?
Yes,
And
we
I'll
are.
activate Necrotic
Yes.
Shroud.
You keeping me here is preventing us from mending the damage that has been done between my queen and Tiamat. I was just about to head to Avernus. You are really starting to all piss me off.
As soon as you go to start to unleash the necrotic shroud, I'm going to roll initiative. Before that gets off. As soon as you guys do one little hostile thing, immediately he draws his weapon and charges in at you guys.
Hey, here we go.
So I'll say that you can get that necrotic shroud off as well, guys. You can get the transformation done.
So I do get the Necrotic Shroud off.
Yeah.
Alright.
As soon as you start to crackle with energy, he smiles.
Let's see how you did get this far. This is going to be fun! Kill them!
Osbin, you're up. So don't worry about like various heights. Just presume obviously the battle is abstracted. You're just flying around like crazy, flinging spells and whatnot. All different various heights, but just don't worry about different levels of elevation.
Let's hope that all these red dragons and get on the outpost don't notice.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. Is my bow a short bow? The new one?
Yes, the short bow.
Okay.
It just sort of crackles and changes like between either a short bow or a long bow in your hand, whatever suits you best.
Okay. Then definitely a short bow because I don't want disadvantage.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, if we can tell that the Gith is concentrating on something, try and break its concentration by attacking it.
That hits him. And this crackle of lightning over to him strikes him. 10 points of damage.
And then the second attack.
You send another bolt of lightning. As you just pull back, this arrow and bowstring forms from pure lightning. It fires over, hitting him for 9 damage. And also note, he actually has a +5 extra onto his con saves, because it's not... For some reason it doesn't include the NPC's proficiencies. Even with that, it's a 9. You knock the concentration out of him. He sort of shakes his head a little bit. You little runt!
Is there any noticeable impact from him losing concentration?
He just sort of shakes his head a little bit.
Okay. Then we'll say
there was no
that-
physical indication of what spell he was concentrating on, though.
Okay. We'll say that is it.
Like, it wasn't like a shield of faith or something where it had like a actual physical shield floating around him or anything like that. Just sort of squinting like it was taking a dump. Not fair.
Nice.
Actually, Kakareka might take a legendary action, and he is going to teleport. He appears right behind you, Osbin. Using a legendary action. And he's like as wide as an ox. This hulking, older looking Gith. But he literally just teleports, disappears and reappears next to you.
Oh boy.
A fan.
Alright. I cast Banishment on the dragon.
Okay.
On this one.
Me do it. Mm-hmm.
See what happens.
Oh my god.
You just feel your
Without their
magic
charismatic
just,
creatures.
Fazrez just dissipates around the dragon.
Over here.
The Gith Yankee Knight charges you, Math Fan. Just flying through the air. He's clad in plate mail. He has a silver greatsword in his hand. Flies over. Ah! He swings. And he hits you. Slicing into you for 21 points of damage. Ah! Swings again. Playing off your armor. He ends his turn there. At the end of his turn, Kakareka is going to attack Osbin using a legendary action. Nice shot, punk. And he swings at you and you feel an incredible amount of force hitting you for 31 points of damage.
Ooh.
The little wormling screeches, ah, and flies in at Oric.
Flies here. Ah! My big brother is going to burn you all, just like me now. Ah!
And he does a burning hands. Oh, not burning hands. Sorry. He does a his fire breath, which is basically the same as the burning hands in terms of range. He does it straight. It's a 15-foot cone, and it wafts up over Cloud and Auric. Each of you make a dexterity save. Wormling's breath weapon.
-2 5. Wait. Yeah.
Cloud failed to react in time. The fire wafts up. As Auric, you shield some of it as it washes over you. Cloud, you take 18 fire damage, and Auric, you take 9. Dragon Wormling ends his turn there. Kakao Wrecker moves so very quickly. It's almost unbelievable how good he is with his sword. He's gonna whip it around again. Attack Osbin. And he puts you straight out. A single swing.
Yep,
Slices
I am
straight through you.
definitely.
He then quickly shifts, almost like he jumps from the point in which he stands straight over next to Gaius, swinging the greatsword around. He swings, but bring up your defender and you hear a loud clang as the greatsword just reverberates psychic energy into the astral plane around you. He ends his turn there. Gaius.
At the start of my turn, I'm gonna switch the defender bonus. Like I'm gonna pump all of it into my AC. So now it's just like essentially like a non-magical longsword. So I have +3 to my AC. As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith. So an additional 2. And
Alright, this little
then-
golden shield starts to orbit you.
I'll make oh shit, husband. I'm in melee. Yeah, then I'll make 2 attacks at the Githyanki commander in front of me. Probably. So first one.
That is a hit. He tries to even bring his sword up to parry you, but you just streak straight through him for 24 points of damage.
Alright. I'll swing again. Ah, that's good.
This time he just dodges to the side.
Alright, and then regardless, I'm going to move over here.
Alright, he whips his greatsword at you with an opportunity attack. Ah! And
23 just hits.
slams
Nice.
into you for 33 points of damage. Guy hits
I
like a
don't think I
truck.
I'm pretty sure that drops concentration. Yeah.
And that knocks the concentration out of you.
Wait. I think I had mine. Wait, I should still have concentration because I should have +5 to that. If I rolled an 8 and then it's +1, my aura of protection didn't go off.
Okay. Alright, you maintain concentration. The DC was... The DC would have been 16. So, what does your aura add?
Oh, okay. It's +5.
So you would have only got 14 then.
Okay, I just saw the 9. And, all right, but yeah.
Because it was over 20 damage, you take half the damage as the DC.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, and that's my turn.
At the end of your turn, Gaius, he teleports next to you.
Going somewhere? Cloud.
All right, Cloud is seeing this going very badly very quickly, so he turns on the red dragon. You would disobey your father.
Looks at you.
Ah, he's old and foolish. I am the superior dragon now.
We will see about that.
You're
And he will
about to
hold up the
get
staff of power.
burned to a crisp.
He holds up the staff of power and casts Hold Monster on the dragon.
Hey. Dragon makes a wisdom save against your spell save DC. What is your DC?
Unfortunately, it uses mine, so it's only 14.
Okay.
Oh,
He fails
got it.
and he stops talking. He stops moving. He's frozen in space. He's paralyzed.
Nice.
Your end
Huge.
has come. And then he'll fly over here, sort of guard Osmond a bit.
At the end of your turn, as Kakareka appears in front of you guys, he's already got his sword in a swinging motion, and he comes in. Great sword attack. And cleaves into you for 32 points of damage.
And I'm unconscious.
This is not good.
Auric.
Great. I'm gonna quicken polymorph. I'm gonna try to polymorph this guy.
Alright.
Polymorph
Kakareka.
him into a sheep if I can.
What's your DC?
16.
He makes a wisdom save. And suddenly polymorph him, we'll say goat. Because
Okay.
goat sheep, almost the same thing. And he is
Quicken
polymorphed
that.
into a goat.
Good. Now we can get some people back up. And so I will. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna firebolt them, and I know it's not gonna do anything. So I'm gonna let them laugh at me, and I'll spend a fire resistance.
Alright, you just scorch the dragon, he screeches,
You are stupid.
and leave yourself in fire resistant.
And that will be. Let's see. Wait.
The dragon can do nothing except make a wisdom save at the end of its turn. It breaks out of the hold. No longer paralyzed. Osbin. Kakareka proved very, very powerful indeed. Make a death saving throw. Success. Nathan.
Okay, I cast, as a bonus action, I cast Mass Healing Word on everybody I can see. 60 feet around me.
Okay, that'll get everyone in range.
And it's my main action. Sacred Flame on this guy.
Which guy?
Alright, the Githyanki Knight tries to strafe to the side and just dodges it.
And gonna move forward here.
The knight looks over at Auric.
Shit.
How dare you pull him off, my commander?
And he disappears. Casting Misty Step. The bonus action. Silvery mist washes over you, Mathvan. It reappears next to you, Auric. Then attacking with his greatsword. Ah! And he hits you.
Yep.
Feel the psychic energy screech through your system. You hit for 22 points of damage.
Let him go!
He swings again. What?
It's-
You feel the wind off that greatsword. He ends his turn there. Wormling. He starts breathing heavily and opens his mouth. Unleashes his breath weapon again. Make a dex save, or he just washes it over you. Fail to dodge.
That's about.
And you take 15 points of fire damage.
Ooh. Reach and let me. There.
Maintain concentration.
Ooh.
And that's the end of the red dragon wormling's turn. Alright, this goat just it just starts like sort of swimming through the air. And it's gonna take the dash action. It moves a whole 10 feet over this direction. Gaius. You can right yourself in the air. You're sort of sideways, so you can use half your movement speed to right yourself prone. I think you might be muted again, Gaius.
Am I? Yep, that's completely my bad. Yeah, so I will write myself, and then... Okay, so it's each creature of the paladin's choice. So I will... 30 feet of me. There, there. How far are you? Okay. Alright, that works. Okay, I'm gonna use my channel divinity, the dreadful aspects, so I pulled necrotic energy for me as I write myself, just burst it outwards, and get all of the enemies around me. So I'll get the goat, the Githyanki, and the young dragon, the small dragon, and then the older dragon.
Alright, the goat becomes panicked. More so than it already was. Emberdean. He screeches. He also becomes frightened of you. The Githyanki Knight. He also has a fearful look in his eye. What is that? And finally, Zolkarx. Makes a wisdom save. He sneers.
So easy to burn you are.
And then I will move... Okay, so if I have 25 feet of movement, it's halved. I have 20... What? No, it leaves me with like
You use
12.
10. You would have used 10 to write yourself, and then you got 15 left.
Okay, let's check out. Alright, I'll move over here, and that was my action. Do I have any bonus action? Yeah, and then that's my turn.
Wow.
All right. Cloud is very glad for this staff because he doesn't think that fire is going to be much help here. He's going to lift it up again, and this time he's creating a globe of force using Wall of Force around all three of us.
Oh, thank you.
Impenetrable by anything, including dragon fire.
Alright, use a dome.
But
for
it
the wall of
also
force.
basically fight, doesn't it?
You can drop concentration on it.
I can, but for now, the dragon's about to move.
Alright, how big is the globe? Is it like a 5-foot diameter?
It's a
10-foot?
It's a 10-foot, 10-foot radius.
Okay. Like that.
Yes.
I presume one of
And
like
it
that.
also, I'll have it hit the Githyanki there, but because of the way the spell works, I can have him forced outside of it.
Yeah, you shunt him to the side.
Thank the dragon for this one. Get yourselves right.
Alright. Do you have the spell to cast as well?
Oh yes, actually, I put everything in.
Thanks. Always handy to have the description up there. Alrighty, this it's an invisible force field, so no one can see it. There's not really any sort of, unless someone's familiar with the spell. There's no indication that this wall of force has arisen here. And say 10-foot radius sphere.
That would have been good to be in. I'm gonna take out I'm gonna cone cold these two guys in front of me.
Okay.
My staff of frost.
Alright, you point it at
Ew.
Knight, a wormling, and that is a good damage roll.
Oh yeah.
A massive blanket of frigid energy washes straight over these two creatures. And get the template out just for funsies. Do it like this. And this intense frost just keeps on churning and churning and churning away. They are going to make on saves. DC 16. Alright, the frost intensifies, and the knight, he fails. Emberdine sort of resists somewhat, and both are actually pretty badly injured from that. Frosty Eminence starts to melt around the red dragon as the knight is just sort of choking. The red dragon smirks. And he flies around.
Well, he's not held anymore. Oh shit.
To get an angle. Oh. He opens his mouth and he unleashes cone of his fire breath straight over Gaius, Cloud, and Osbin. And I don't think it's going to reach you there, Math Fan. Let me just check. Yeah, it ain't going to reach you. The fire just sort of wafts over and it rounds the wall of force to create this like flaming globe in the air. You can feel the heat radiating off at Auric, but luckily the fact that you've got the Githyanki Knight near you, he wasn't able to angle it to hit you as well. And
It's very.
you see the edges of the flame breath sort of leach out over here and over here, sort of wafting over, not quite reaching you as well, Math Band. And the dragon looks very confused. What is this trickery? And then he just sort of
Warned you.
flies at you guys and just bounces off the wall of force. Ah! 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 And then he's just like helplessly clawing at it. You can see him breathing heavily. Some black smoke extruding from his mouth. Against his turn there. Osbin.
Okay, so I just realized, for whatever reason, I forgot I had a level in Druid, so I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Gaius. I did that from the wrong tab. So I don't know why that didn't have anything in it anyway. Cure... Oh.
You 1d8 plus your wisdom mod. There we go.
And then I can't do anything as a... Actually, I'm gonna use Second Wind as my bonus action.
Okay. I think Matt Fan just lost power.
Yeah.
Oh no. Not our healer.
And then that's it.
Alrighty. Matt Fan, I'm gonna take his action for this round. He's going to cast banishment on the goat.
That's actually really smart.
And the goat vanishes.
Okay, good.
Nice.
And then he's gonna just wave to you guys. Au revoir! And then he like flies 35 feet away, as far away as he can get.
Shit.
I guess Yankee Knight. He is frightened from Gaius' dreadful aspect. And you cannot
Move closer. So we can't actually hit Auric, I think.
Can't move closer.
Mhm.
And teleport.
Ah, shit.
Oh, he can get in there with you.
So guys, sorry about that.
Hey,
Right.
no problem. You banished my goat.
Had
I
you
banished
cast
the goat?
banishment on the goat.
Oh,
It actually is smart because I was gonna lose. I don't know. I might be unconscious
This
soon.
gets Yankee Knight. He sort of looks. Finish this one off, Zolkarks. The others are surrounded by a wall of force. It'll only last so long. I'll get this one. And he points over to Math Van. And he flies 35 feet towards him. Misty steps. And arrives at Math Van. He has disadvantage on attack rolls as he's still carrying from Gaius. He swings at Math Van with his burst attack. Horribly misses as he comes out of the misty step. He's like all disorientated. Lashes at him again. Continues this
Yay.
tumble. Missing both attacks. Natural one.
Okay.
The wormling. He opens his mouth. And just a tiny little puff of smoke comes out. He keeps on screeching and then he tries to bite you, Auric, at disadvantage. And chomps you.
Misses.
You throw up your hand and chomps onto a shield. You see a little tuft of flame off over the shield. And they get a wisdom save for the dreadful aspect as well.
Yeah, they do. So that guy
Yeah.
would me.
Alright.
One if he's 30 feet away from me.
I'll use the gift. Oh, it's if they end 30 feet away from you, they get to repeat the save, right?
Yeah. So the Gith can make a save. And he's still framed.
Okay, he's still frightened of you, and then this wormling just screeches and ends his turn there. Gaius.
Alright. I'm going to... What am I gonna do here? Some action. Yeah, it's an action. Alright, as an action, I'm going to heal or use lay on hands on Osbin. Like after he used the cure one, be like, ah, thanks Osbin, and I'll put a hand on his shoulder and heal him for 35 hit points.
Oof.
Alright. Gets him nearly full. Sweet. And I will move. No, I'll stay where I am, actually, and just end my turn.
Loud.
How fast can I drop concentration? Is it counted as like an action of some kind?
It's free. Drop concentration.
Like even if it's not my turn?
As a rule, I say that dropping concentration needs to be done on your turn. Same applies for foes as well.
Okay. Are you ready? He asks.
Well, I could use another round in here to heal, but when do I ever get what I want? Yeah.
I can give that to you, my friend.
No, if the dragon's not hitting me, it's hitting someone else. I'm fine. I'll be okay.
He nods. Very well. And he will drop the wall of...
Okay. Force goes down.
Unfortunately, Bard's Tentacles only works on ground. So he will haste Gaius.
Okay.
And beat a hasty retreat. He moves very fast because his intelligence is high.
You just start to move, and you just sort of project your thoughts in that direction, and just dragged you along.
I like this.
As you look out to the west, you can see the towering eastern arms of Tunarath a couple of thousand feet away from you, and as you look to your north, to your northeast, your northwest, you see all out warfare between Mind Flayers and Githyanki in the far distance. Auric.
Right here. I'm gonna take out my new staff.
Alright, as you move, Solkar
Dragon's
is
gonna get an
to,
attack, right?
Yep, he's gonna reach out and try and chomp you. Ah!
Oh, and he did.
And he hits you for 20 points of damage. Fire just leaps from his mouth as his sharp claws clamp down on you.
I'm almost dead. Okay. Oh, I can still do this, I guess. I'm gonna... Oh. And hit these two.
You're gonna what, sorry? Lightning bolt?
Lightning
Alright.
bolt, yeah. And
you,
it's DC's 17.
Okay. Alright, you're doing it from the bolt, the lightning stuff, or just your spell?
Lightning staff.
Okay. That's a, alright, you've got it there, cool. Alright, DC 17, you point the staff and a lightning bolt just shoots out, screeching towards these two creatures. Embadine, He brings up his wings, but it crashes into him, sends him sort of tumbling around, smoking from the lightning, and arcs jump over one another to reach Solkarks. He is a lot quicker, and he just sort of deflects the lightning bolt with a wing. A couple of little arcs sort of crackling into him for 14 lightning damage. He starts to inhale. He opens his mouth and he unleashes a 30-foot cone of fire. It churns over Auric, Gaius, and Osbin. Each of you make a dexterity save. It also floods over Emberdean, who just his eyes light up with glee as the fire wafts over him.
The dexterity.
Dexterity save for the three of you.
So I have advantage on this, and yeah, that's too far for Auric. But Osbin, you have +5, so the roll. So it's a 16 for you. Oh, that's so bad.
All three of you fail. And all three of you are burnt to a crisp. You're all knocked unconscious and dying. Also, Gaius, you are actually hit with a wave of lethargy as well.
Yeah.
Haste aware, just going away. And then the dragon looks over towards Cloud, Math Van. Just propels himself. Not as quick as what you'd expect. Propels himself towards you all. Osbin, make a death save. Failure. Mathan, you're up.
Is the Yankee still frightened? The guys went down?
I don't know if I don't think it ends if he's incapacitated, does it?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't state that it does.
Then no.
Each creature, yeah, should still be up.
Okay, I
Yeah,
moved
still
10 feet
frightened.
over here. And bonus action, healing word, everyone. Mass healing word.
Alright, as you guys have the smoke trailing off of you, you can still feel the intense heat. All three of you open your eyes, sort of just loosely disorientated in the air here.
And cast Toll the Dead on the Gidyan. Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Well, it's not gonna crit me now.
Dice pierce you.
Please don't hit me.
Alright, so that dreadful aspect is it ends his turn, he'll make it. Okay. He still sort of cowers. You can see he's like got this internal struggle. Release him! And he takes a swing at you, Mathman. Disadvantage. He hits you for
Oh my
22
god.
points of damage.
Yep. Of course.
You lose concentration, and
Now we're dead.
Echo Rekka appears back in this space. He swings again, and he misses with that attack. Shakes off the fear at the end of his turn. Wormling. Tries to snap onto you, Auric, taking a bite attack at you. The regular attack due to advantage and disadvantage. And
Oh,
chomps you.
puts me down again.
He just snaps onto you for 14 piercing, 2 fire damage. And then he tries to get towards Gaius, but he's too scared. Actually gets away then a little bit. He sort of pushes through Auric. And at the end of his turn, still frightened. Also at the end of his turn, Kakareka is going to teleport next to Mathban using a legendary action. Where is the gift capacitor?
Do we tell her? I don't have it.
Wrong
One of
answer.
them has it.
Swings at you, Mathban. But you managed to block the attack. Massive screech of psychic energy radiates outwards. Where is that? He swings again. And cleaves into you. 30 points of damage.
But
He ends his turn there.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna switch the defender bonus. I'm no longer hasted, right?
You are actually, yes,
Or
you're
go-
hit with a wave of lethargy this turn, so you can't actually take any action or movement. Just
Oh.
completely out of breath.
Shit.
The haste effect has worn off. Left puffing
All
and
right.
panting.
Then I guess I just end my turn.
Cloud.
Ooh, this looks bad. So he'll fly around a little bit. And he will cast Enlarge on Gaius. He lost the Scorching Ray because it's not doing any good.
Alright. Enlarge. Gaius becomes large size and gets an extra 1d4 as your weapon is enlarged. 1d4 extra damage. You become as big as an ogre, Gaius. A sword as long as a glaive.
He'll move a little bit more away from the dragon jerk over there.
Auric. Make a death saving throw. Success. Zolcox. Puffing and panting. He turns around to you, Cloud.
I see your tricks.
And he flies towards you. As he reaches you, one of his long claws extends outwards, slash at you.
Ah!
And it hits
And indeed.
for 15 slashing damage. Swings again with a second claw attack. And screeches across you for another 11 slashing damage. lose concentration. Gaius shrinks back down to his original size. The dragon opens up his mouth.
Ah, tasty.
And tries to bite you, Cloud. Chomps onto you. At the end of Solkarx's turn, he says to you, Mathvan,
Where is the gift capacitor?
Our character, who has the gate capacitor?
Osbin.
Yeah.
Not gonna give it to him.
I'm pretty sure we're dead. Osbin,
You still have your rod, right? You can like.
only once at a time, and you guys are dying like twice, 3 per turn. Can't do
Oh, wait.
that.
We keep dying because we get put up at like 10 hit points and then they attack us.
Alright, you
heal.
tell him that it's Osbin, and at the end of Solkarx's turn, Kakareka teleports next to Osbin.
Hello, little halfling. Give it to me now.
Osbin.
Doesn't seem like we have much choice. We're just gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pull it out of my bag.
Okay. Use your action to retrieve gift capacitor from the bag of holding. You hand it up to Kakareka. He holds up his hand. Tells his knight, the dragon, the wormling, to stand down. Clutches it in his hands. Holds it up and he lets go of it. It just hovers in the air.
Solkarx. Destroy it. Embedine. Ithkos. Watch them. I'll deal with them soon.
The knight grabs you quite forcefully by the arm, Mathvan, and just sort of pushes you over towards Osbin and Gaius. You see Auric and Cloud just lifelessly floating in the air.
If he lets me, I'm gonna cast Mass Healing Word again.
He doesn't seem to be too concerned with what you're doing at the moment. Sort of moves over and he just lets the gift capacitor go. And the red dragon is just sort of hovering in front of the gift capacitor. Embedine sort of still a little bit frightened. Just circles around, watching you all.
Don't think about it. You're not going anywhere.
Gaius and Auric and Cloud, you guys open your eyes to see this gift capacitor just floating there. Solkarx opens his mouth, churns his entire breath weapon over the gift capacitor. See a massive explosion, a blanket of fire wash over it. As the fire subsides, the gift capacitor is unscathed.
Huh?
Kakareka grabs out his greatsword and just slams the sword into it as hard as he can. Greatsword bounces straight off.
What is the meaning of this?
cannot be
Speak!
destroyed. It cannot be destroyed by any magic in this realm.
And I shall take it to Vlakeith, and she will wish it to be gone.
And then he reaches out to grab it. And it starts moving away from him.
Huh?
He looks over at all of you to see if you've cast a spell. And then he looks up. And when you guys look up, you see just teleporting in above you all. Githyanki spell jamming ship. Sorry, a mind flayer. Nautiloid. Illithid ship. With 6 mind flayers hovering down. Gith capacitor. Hovering towards the mind flayers. End today's session here.
Oh. Saved by the mind players. What do you know?
Hey,
I'm starting to like this, guys.
Yeah. This is awesome.
not so bad after.
See you guys.
Alright, see you next week.
Yeah, see ya.
You guys get some experience for that encounter.
Oh.
4,300.
Whoa.
See you guys next week. Very
Right.
much. Take care.
Bye.
That
Bye.